Hello everyone and welcome to the second of our Teachitright instructional videos. My name is Luke Lloyd and today I'll be teaching everyone how to access our Facebook Live sessions. In order to do this you'll need to know three things. 1. How to create a Facebook account. 2. How to join the correct Facebook group. 3. Where to find the timings of the sessions within the Facebook group. At the end as well I will also answer some frequently asked questions. Right, let's get started. The first thing you'll need is a browser. Google will do in this case, and into that browser, just type in Facebook or Facebook sign up. Should look like this, and it is just the first link, facebook.com, sign up for Facebook. Clicking this link will take you to the Facebook website. It should look like this, and hopefully it will be both quick and easy. So you fill in first name, surname, email address, and password. We do ask that of the parent creating the account, that they use the parent's name, so their parent's first name and the parent's surname. We don't want the child's name for safeguarding purposes. With the mobile number or an email address, I personally recommend an email address. Make sure it's one that you have access to. And for the password, we recommend that you write it down so you don't forget. Once this has been filled in, it should look like this. So John Smith, example, password. And now that I've completed everything, I can hit the sign up button. This sign up button will take me to a page that should look like this. This is one that I've created just for demonstration purposes. It's got no photos, it's got no friends added, it's just a basic account. And that could be the stop point at which you stop. You don't have to go any further, you don't have to add photos, you don't have to add friends. As long as you do the next step, which I'll come on to in a moment, which is joining the Facebook groups, you can use it to access our content. However, I just want to point out that you of course can use a Facebook account that you've already created in the past, and if you do create a new one, you could then go on to use that Facebook account as Facebook intended. It would not affect how you use or how you access our content. How do you access our content, you ask? Well, the answer is this. You're going to need to follow a link. Now this link will be found in probably the email that gave you this video that you're watching now. And this is a link to one of our 3 Facebook groups. Make sure you're clicking on the right link. The options are between Year 4, Year 5 CEM, and Year 5 GL. So in this case, it's a link to the Year 4 page. Upon clicking to this, it will take me here. Again, it's just worth making sure that yes, I am in fact at the Year 4 page if that's what I was after, or the Year 5 GL or the Year 5 CM. And also, I'm logged in with my account. And it will say my name up there of the account that I've created. Right, the next step, very simply, is to click on Join Group. Clicking this button will cause a pop-up to appear. That pop-up will contain 3 questions and some rules for the group. First things, you must answer these questions, and let me just talk you through them. So obviously, are you currently in Year 4? That's just check that you're in the right place and you've clicked on the right group. What is the name of your centre and year group? We need this information to first off basically act as a register, because obviously we know from the child's name, which you'll fill in down here, and the centre they're at, that A, they're in the right place, and B, they have arrived. And this also means if any parents or students are missing, we can then chase up and help the parents out if they need it. The last thing is, the last question is, what is the full name of your student? We ask you to put this information here because this only comes to us. No one else should be able to see this, and so it meets our safeguarding criteria, but also it means as part of the registration process, we can make sure we have every child that we're expecting. The final thing you have to do before you can hit the submit button at the bottom is to read the rules and click I agree. Please do read them in detail. It's quite important, certainly in regards to being kind and courteous, respecting each other's privacy, not getting in contact unless asked, and also again, making sure that this environment we craft together is one of learning. So questions that get posted, for example, should only be first off acceptable and available to everyone because we want students to be able to access this, but also only in an educational nature. Once you've clicked I agree and hit submit, you'll be taken back to this page. It shouldn't have changed much, except what was join group will now be a pending invitation. The pending invitation is where you sit back, relax, and wait, because it's going to be on our end now that we have to accept that invitation. Although do make sure it is the group that you were after. This is actually now from my perspective, and you can see that I've got 2 people who want to join, so I'm going to be frantically spending the next couple of days accepting invitations. But this is also what it should look like for you once you've been successfully accepted into the group. Right, what is the best way to ask a question on the Facebook group? Brilliant question, hopefully some brilliant answers. So, first off, we would love for our Facebook group to be a source of learning for everyone. We think that's really important, and we would encourage any questions that relate to learning to be posted on our feed. So this is the feed down here, let me just show you. In here, for example, I can write something, and you could just simply type out a question. So if you know it's a synonym you were after, or a definition, an easy place to type things. However, and I've included some examples of this. This is someone who's actually posted a question with a picture. That makes it really easy for our tutors to work out. So obviously it says here number 7, okay, they've posted question 7. That makes it really easy for the tutor to give concise, precise feedback, which I think is really important. But again, if you want to take either by writing out questions or taking photographs from questions from the book that you need help with and posting them in here, not only will I and Chris, the streamers, be able to have access to these questions, but all our Teachitright tutors, we're hoping, will have access to this, and so you'll get some really good quality feedback. We don't want just to limit it, however, to questions of, relating to the content. So, for example, here's a lovely example. Can someone suggest movies on Prime and Netflix for children based on classic books for them to utilise their screen time most effectively? Lovely question. Anything of that nature that will help, boost our students' learning, we would really encourage. So please, please, please don't feel afraid, as long as it's for learning content, to get in there and post questions. And also answer questions by all means. We are a community, we're in this together, and we want the best outcome. So don't hesitate to get involved. Again, I'll just reiterate it. All of our Teachitright tutors will have access to these feeds and be able to answer questions. So we think this is really important. Right, I'm going to move on to the FAQs now. So the frequently asked questions, and I'll just quickly run through them. Why have my lesson times changed? Well, unfortunately, as we run out of 45 classes at Teachitright each week, it's just not possible to match every centre offering with a live equivalent. We don't have the manpower, but also we have multiple sessions running at the same time. We do want to make it clear, however, that we're going to offer the pre-recorded sessions that you can just watch at any time. So if you know that Tuesday at 4:30 is my time for Teachitright, those pre-recorded sessions will be there waiting for you. But you can also re-watch any live session once it's been completed, and both of these can be viewed at any time, as long as after they've been published. And I think what we'll probably do after the first week, I will create another video just showing how you can access old live sessions, because of course, although some people will prefer the pre-recorded sessions because they can pause, re-watch them to their heart's content, and there won't be any distractions in terms of a question feed, it can be really, really valuable to have things like the timings that the live session will offer. So people may prefer to actually just re-watch those at a time that suits them. Right, next question. Why is my tutor not the one giving the live lessons? Well, due to the large amount of specialist software and equipment needed to record and stream videos, we have not been able to equip all of our 25 plus tutors to stream. Sadly, it's just not the case. Certainly with the lockdown, it hasn't helped. However, and this is really important, every tutor is on call via their email to offer personalised support to your child. Please, please, please do utilise them, do get in contact, do ask questions. Also get in contact via the stream and via the Facebook groups. But if you know this is something that I think, my tutor has been working with my child for all these months, will best be able to answer, best be able to support them with. And of course, our Teachitright tutors do know the students really well. They are a huge asset. Please use them. Please get in contact. Something else of note, we are also going to be recruiting tutors to monitor the Facebook groups. So if you post things in the Facebook groups, you will have access to tutors that way. And we also do hope to be able to expand the number of streaming tutors. So watch this space, because we're certainly going to look to expand where we can. Right, question 3. What are the live Q&As for? Simply, we want each pupil to have an opportunity to ask questions about lesson content to a Teachitright tutor in person. And the live Q&As will enable every single child to have the chance to ask questions of a qualified teacher. I think that's the danger with going live and having YouTube videos, that you miss out on that contact. And really, this is our best way to emulate the classroom environment, the kind of environment you would have where you can, we never want any student to leave a lesson having any questions, not knowing how to complete the work. And so these live Q&As are our chance to have someone sitting there manning the post. It means if any student can drop in with any questions they've got, brilliant, in, straight, get it answered, and they can go back on working and developing. So this really is our answer to how we can make it most classroom-like. And of course, we'll run more Q&As or less Q&As, and we can change the times as and when they're necessary. So the more they're utilised, the more that we'll put on offer. How is the homework going to be marked? So we're going to record a really detailed breakdown of the answers to each homework exercise. We'll have worked answers where appropriate, we'll have explanations, we'll have hints and tips, and we'll make sure that these are available at least 1 week after the homework has been set. So much the same way you attend Block 5 Week 1, by Week 2, the homework for Block 1 will be there for you to watch. Now this might require, we hope the video content, we know it'll be of the quality that the student can work themselves, but a parent may also want to sit down with their child and just work through and talk through things and really assess their understanding. That'll be very, very valuable. What does my child need to complete a lesson? Well, the usual Teachitright equipment. We want these lessons to emulate as close as they can the classroom environment. So for that, you'll need all the Block 5 materials and materials for each subsequent block. You'll need a pencil and rubber, both of their jotters, and their word and meaning book. Certainly there's a lot of now, we're coming towards the end, Block 5, some really high quality words, lots more synonyms, antonyms, definitions. It's really important. Certainly the word and meaning book, I think, is perhaps the most valuable tool to make sure that we're still growing that all important vocabulary. Right, I'm going to stop there. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact. Either if you successfully get into the Facebook groups, don't be afraid to post questions there. And if not, emails and phone calls as normal. Thank you so much. Hear from you soon. Bye-bye.